Hi everyone, welcome back to Team Frostbite's reactions to RWBY. We're here in Volume 7. Isn't everyone excited?
I saw a lot of people in the comments who said, man, it's a shame Ninja gave up reacting. Although, it's cool that he's not going to be there for RWBY. And I'm like, okay.
It's almost like they don't recognize the pattern on the channel here, where you don't show up for any of the normal reactions.
He never said he was not going to react.
I never said I was leaving. No, you can't get rid of me that easily. Although I guess it makes sense in some regard. Like a show that I've been watching for 6 years that had a huge impact on my life is ending. Nah, I won't react to that final season. Nah, I'm not feeling it.
Not gonna be there.
Not feeling it. RWBY, though, Volume 7. Aw, yeah. Here we go again.
So, before we go into this, do we want to have little predictions for this season? Because, all right, so first and foremost, we need to
I think we need to get the one big prediction out of the way. There will be an arc that takes place in a sewer.
Yeah, that's the current bet.
We don't know if it's...
The current bet is that... So my bet... So we and Fatman have a going bet right now. For $10, it's on the table, that they're going... We both recognize they're probably going to go through a sewer.
Yeah.
Fatman predicts they're going to have to enter a location via a sewer. My prediction is they're going to have to escape a location via a sewer. And this is based on the previous writings of Kiersey Burkhart, who is now a co-writer for this show.
Yes.
With that said, Dashi, Britt, do you want to put money in on this?
Not about the sewer stuff.
Or do you at least want to pick a side?
I mean, I would make more sense if they have to go through a sewer to get to a place, in my opinion.
So you're on Team Fatman,
I guess.
To get to awesome, huh?
I'm more on Team Ninja of, wait, why is you wasting this entire city by going into the sewer?
Because of Kiersey Burkhart.
Also, you can't use Team Ninja; it's copyright.
Oh no, Ninja! Don't come after me.
Yeah, we're gonna have to replace you with
yeah, that's true.
The biggest,
I'm British
the biggest
Ninja,
esports.
Yeah. So as far as my prediction, somebody has a semblance that is like Ant-Man that can turn everybody else Antish, and then somebody flushes the toilet, and then they leave Atlas down to Mantle, and that they escape Atlas. How about that?
All right, I guess that would constitute.
All right.
So you're kind of so it's kind of split evenly.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
So we're split evenly.
It's got to have something to do with poop, right? Because I think you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know this writer.
The
something
famous
about poop
garden.
Yeah.
The poop garden.
Yeah, something. I don't know.
I think that they're gonna be in the sewer because RWBY stinks. Gee, writers, get with it.
Wow, that was truly American. Like no, not like the way
This
they talk.
season is the sister of an ass-licking fart toe
Who are you?
smasher.
That was kind of cool. All right,
not
very nice.
No, I'm parodying the Game Grumps / angry video game nerd thing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the accent. I've never heard you do an American accent before, and it's kind of nice.
Well, that is. Oh my! If you thought that was my American accent, then I'm so sorry for Americans. I'm so sorry that that's what you sound.
You would fit right in here.
Look, to be clear,
I like how you caught yourself. I'm sorry. That's what you. I mean, think you sound like.
I have a prediction.
Oh God!
All right.
I have a prediction that either what's his name? Not Victor. Who's the kid? Oscar, that's it. That either Oscar is gonna catch those feelings for RWBY, or RWBY is gonna catch those feelings for Oscar. I think it's gonna be either or.
Either way, there will be fists thrown. By me.
I have a prediction. Weiss is just gonna come out and say, "RWBY, I'm straight. Get away from me."
Heartbroken.
And if either of those predictions come true,
what else do I think?
And then she's gonna look into the camera for like 10 minutes, like
the fucking Shining.
Yeah, that's right. White Rose shippers, you're all wrong.
I was gonna say, if that happens, if either prediction happens, I predict I'm going to be in jail in the near future. So I mean,
for unrelated reasons,
I'm going to jail. I wouldn't mind if they tried to make Oscar and RWBY have a thing, but I just want them to have decent chemistry first.
Oh, that's asking a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to
That
say.
is asking a lot.
The biggest ask of
must
any of
admit.
this, even an ask for a White Rose fan, is asking if the characters have chemistry. Ruby and Weiss have
I mean,
barely
they've done it before.
interacted.
Pyrrha, I thought that Pyrrha
Yeah,
and
they-
Jean were
Pyrrha and
cute.
Jean were cute. They were the
I
only
think
couple.
that they could do it.
For me, it's a little too
Okay.
cringy because of the youth. They're too young. I don't know.
Okay, here's the one thing I don't want to happen. I do not want Ruby to be like, Crow, you don't have to baby me anymore. I'm an adult. Like, I want that over now. We had a
I don't
lot
want
of,
the
a
speeches.
lot of season
it's
6.
the speeches that just enough. Just we'll stop
Yeah.
talking.
A lot of season 6, as much as I liked it, a lot of season 6 was peppered with the je ne sais quoi of Ruby being a bid girl now.
Oh,
and
goodness.
we get it. And I
Well,
think
hey,
hopefully Crow finally gets it as well.
She's going to go Super Saiyan this volume, considering the hair. So I mean, I think that's pretty safely over.
We'll see.
I would be all right with it if she was like, I'm an adult, and she takes the relic and throws it on the ground.
Just break the relic.
And then comes out the Goose's destruction, right? Oh no.
I have high hopes for Emerald and Mercury. I want them to be on screen more and cool. I want to see what Neo and Cinder are getting up to. I'm still waiting for that inevitable gut stabbing where Neo pretends to be someone Ruby cares about, and then, like, from our perspective, we just see Weiss shish kebab Ruby in the stomach, but it's actually Neo. That would be the greatest thing.
All right, you're basing it off that dishwater art, aren't you?
Dishwasher. How about my prediction? You guys had your crazy ass.
Well, you
What
already...
about- I
okay,
said
yeah, I mean, you
Right.
already said yours,
What's that,
but
Tom?
keep going, I guess.
No, what did I say?
You said that they were going to get
No.
flushed down the toilet.
No, that was about
and-
your little
No,
$10
that was the
thing.
poop
I'm
prediction.
talking about the show.
We're on like the.
I'm talking about
talking about the
something
show
close to the
predictions.
show. We were just talking about racism and like what they're going to be at, like in Atlas. And I think it is going to be like not super significant and not subtle, but there's still going to be those boomers out there that, you know, they're just like, oh, get off my lawn, you crazy furry-eared, whatever.
If Weiss's dad is a boomer,
Oh, so they're just going to be
God.
boomers complaining about furries? That's amazing.
I would love that so
It's your next
much.
show.
That's all you gotta do to characterize Jean.
We misunderstood the faunus thing this whole time. It's not that they're racist; they just hate furries.
There's so many races you have to account for. Look towards Genlock for a future where furries are more accepted than goth punk rockers.
Anyway.
And Muslims. And regular old black people.
And you go with a hoodie.
Genlock is so bad, guys.
I'm ready for Ruby, though. Ready?
Let's jump into this.
I would love someone. I want someone to take those lines out of context, please.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, we're
Thank
playing.
you, Raymond. Thank you.
You are welcome.
I mean, I said it first, but sure.
Oh,
Hey, it's the moon that we're
Hi,
never
stupid
going to
plot point.
explore.
How did the moon break?
I mean, we know how the moon broke.
I
'cause
know, we know.
God's a dick.
oh.
We're still sponsored by Dayquil,
Where
by the
were
way.
these ships? Holy crap!
They were
Yeah,
were
they
there.
were like, yeah,
They
they
were
were
there.
there. I remember them.
No, these ones are black. They're
They
more
were there.
badass.
They were there. You'll see.
Oh,
No,
man,
they're-
it does
I'm
look
pretty
cool.
sure-
Funky. It looks nice though.
Approach to Atlas Docking Bay Omega 12. A security team will meet you there. Over.
So they're just allowed to dock?
No, they got clearance.
I've never seen our forces deployed so aggressively before.
What? Okay.
If you land in a stolen ship, there's no way the security team will let
Okay.
us anywhere near Ironwood. They might even take me back to my father.
Isn't that what they said? They're like, welcome home, Weiss.
No, they just saw the ship itself.
Put some
They
distance
didn't.
between
Oh.
us and the fleet. You don't have to tell me twice.
What? You're gonna get dusted.
Ha! Get it? Because dust.
Yeah, we'll just run the border. Now,
I,
this is very pretty.
Wait,
Can
are
I
we
just
just-
say that this city looks beautiful?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's
it
nice.
really
it does.
But I'm gonna say, are we just
Like,
gonna
my
be in the
lord,
city?
just the I've been working a lot with architectural design recently for a game project, and man,
Are they flying through the city streets?
Oh, look at him, huh? Oof.
look at Iron Dad with his no
Letting
shave.
himself go.
Man, one man went through no shave November.
yes.
And it will remain safe. That
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty then.
He looks...
Like a boomer.
Like a boomer.
It's a boomer day today.
Yeah, it is. It is. Happy Boomer Day.
I love
everyone.
how he just grew a beard and then they assume they look tired.
Hey, who did that?
What?
Winter.
Looking for children.
Man, I love Cyberpunk 2077.
We got a city to burn.
You're kind of running out of time here, kids.
We need to ditch the ship.
Agreed.
What the?
My sister can take us to Ironwood. Weiss?
Ruby is frozen in space and time.
Oh, wait, is there like...
Failure to cooperate with Atlas military personnel is a punishable offense.
Why didn't I see this coming? Like, her sister works in the military.
What?
I'm not sure that's a good idea anymore.
Isn't this a military-run state? Isn't that the whole
Why are
point
you
of...
surprised
Yeah.
to see
Sister,
that?
though.
She's doing
It's not her
propaganda. What's wrong with that?
Calm down.
Oh,
Manta 5-1, you are to make your...
sure.
Jeez, lady,
Alright.
take a hint.
Just crash into a skyscraper.
If they took a hint, they would start blasting your ship out of the sky.
Okay, so
Where
they
did
got
you
away
park
with landing.
that thing?
Yeah, they valeted that, Raymond. I was just about to say. Where'd
It's
it
like
go?
the Batwing in The Dark Knight Rises. Where you parked
Okay, the people in the back, they were where'd it go? They were looking for the ship. I don't know why.
Man, this is the easiest game of spot the main characters.
way downtown, walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, this is... The character designs here aren't that bad for the background.
Election imminent. One of my predictions is
Hey,
that
a busker.
you know, one of my predictions was actually going to be that there's some kind of Batman to this city that's like trying to fight the resistance.
I would like that.
And I've seen that poster go around, so I'm thinking I might be right on that.
Think so.
Show your teeth. No children detected.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah, perv.
I smell children.
Got kicked in the nuts. Oh,
Well,
What
that's
the?
just vandalization.
where'd the truck go?
I got Borderlands.
Where'd the truck go?
That's a nice pose.
The kingdom had just lost the Great War. The people of Mantle needed a sign of a brighter future.
The Great War? What? Who are they fighting again?
How old is she?
She knows somebody that's gonna be able to help. Oh, the miners.
Oh, there's a no fauna sign. I saw it.
You don't like it here? There's plenty of space out in the tundra.
Hey.
in the thunder. too.
Atlas is the greatest kingdom in the world.
Oh man, they're really on the nose, aren't they?
Yeah.
The embargo's got us in a rough patch, but it'll blow over.
What's
You'll see.
with the really bad acting?
I feel like these are cameo voices, but I can't tell from where.
I feel like these are cameo voices from like an AA meeting.
Oh,
Stupid phonics like you.
Man, it only took us like, what, a minute?
What the
This is 5 minutes. Hey.
Wait, why was there
5
that?
minutes. Okay, we are 5 minutes in. Man,
Hey, wait! That was.
that was
Parano now.
assault
What
lady.
time,
What?
please?
Who are these guys? Jay and Silent Bob? But Jay and not Silent Bob?
Guys, did you know that racism is
Okay.
bad?
Oh, look at
I
that
just wanted to
cute
know,
design. Oh my god,
guys,
she's so cute.
if you guys haven't caught the hint, racism bad.
Is that a red panda faunus? That was adorable.
I love his profile picture.
Cybernetic optical implants? You adjust them every 10 years or so?
With a cybernetic optical implant.
That's kind of cool.
That chair looks horribly inefficient.
What? Nah, I mean, it goes upstairs, probably.
Probably, yeah, that's...
Yeah, that's probably a good benefit to having a chair like that.
At the time, I thought they might need my guidance while fighting a little old sphinx.
Is that
What? That's the official
that-
explanation why she stayed behind. Okay.
Is that Penny's
And this is
dad?
So
Oh my god, is it?
Is that
It might-
Penny's dad?
No, I thought Penny's dad was white.
Dude, they've changed
Oh,
the
I
gender
thought it
of the
was-
White Fang leader. It doesn't matter.
He likes
Yeah,
to keep a
the
low
whale.
profile.
The
Oh.
You can call me
Pinocchio.
Pietro.
Oh my
you
god,
know, this
it
might
is.
actually
The
be
whale.
Penny's dad, because it's
Oh,
literally
man.
Pinocchio.
it's gotta be.
Either that or he even has the whale in the background, look. It's exactly Pinocchio.
Oh god. Oh
I
man.
mean, it's not the first time they've done it, but that's one of the more on-the-nose references, that's for sure.
Currently working on shoes that make you dance.
Hey, I didn't catch this while we were recording, but Shoes That Make You Dance is how they killed the evil queen in the Grimm Brothers version of the Snow White story. That might be foreshadowing, but it's at least a cool reference. Back to the reaction.
What exactly has been happening here?
Marshall, give it law. What do you
Of
expect?
course, a faunus would ask that. dumb. Man, do I hate cat people.
One completely dismantled Atlas security code. Made it their plaything. And made us look like traitors.
Yeah, we did see the room. Thank you.
Whoever managed to do that is either a genius
or a poorly written villain.
I fear the answer may be both.
Watts.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's probably Watts.
Yeah, you think. Please, sir, give us...
Day since last nonsense. I like that sign.
Wait, your wife's Snee.
Get the fuck out of my shop.
Why are you surprised if people recognize you?
You painted it. You're team.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, exposition guy.
Wait, they're using... They have weird...
I most certainly do.
Oh yeah, it's most certainly Penny's dad now. That's how he knows him, obviously.
My daughter's told me so much about you.
Your daughter?
Man, they really are just... Man, someone who made that bingo list is having a good time right now.
Yeah.
Alright, getting right into a fight.
Well,
I'll have to go back and check. Perhaps it wasn't his dad, it was just someone who's working for him.
I have a... Everyone's pulling weapons. I have a magic... I have a super hammer. I have a super scythe. I have a gun. Blake is right now.
Well, we didn't come this far to film.
Okay, I'm liking this song.
Alright, let's see what the animation budget was.
Thanks,
Let's
Ruby.
go. Yeah. It's been a while. I mean, My Hero is currently running, so I have my good taste of Sakuga coming from there. But I don't get to see many good-looking 3D shows, so...
What?
So weak.
Okay.
Oh, that looks cool.
They're like powder.
Punched it? They're really...
I mean, this is the stuff we've seen before. From
Oscar dies! Oscar dies! Damn it!
Oscar's not gonna die, you idiot. He's gonna get saved by Ruby, and they share a little smirk. Because there's Raymond, they're super in love with each other.
Close! We were so close!
Actual scythe fighting from Ruby is nice to see.
Well, there's the bird.
Quick pull, Matrix! Yeah!
Thanks, Ren.
Good job, Keanu Reeves.
Yay!
One bullet for
Blake
a
held.
handgun.
Yeah, there's Penny.
Yeah.
I mean,
why did that one have blood?
Wait,
this was one of the.
Why did that one have a red inside?
This was one of the lesser, easier to guess predictions.
No, but they confirmed that Penny wouldn't be brought back unless.
This isn't Penny. This is Penny 2.0.
No! Did they
I love
actually
the
get
Superman
Penny 2.0's
music they got
design?
going on.
What?
Did they actually ask Dishwasher for that design?
God.
They did! Holy
Oh my god!
Why don't you say hello to your friends?
Wait.
Oh, and she has little kitty
So
cat
is it
ears
her?
now. Wait, is that cultural appropriation?
No, that's just a bow.
Yeah, but they look like ears. Is that cultural appropriation?
What the?
Oh, she has all the memories. That's
I'm
cool.
so confused.
Why does she have the memories?
Oh, this is very cute.
They backed her up over the network.
But I was gonna say
absolutely nothing happened at the end of Volume 3.
They said they weren't going to bring her back.
I know. They were.
Purah and Adam walk out from around the corner like, "Hi guys, we're all friends again."
She literally has a power button on the back of her head. That's pretty funny.
We were able to recover her core from Amity Arena once it had made its way back to Atlas.
What?
All right, so fixing Ruby is canon. You're welcome, people. This was exactly my plan for fixing Ruby. My exact plan.
Oh my God.
Except that I actually set it up.
So the fact that they didn't...
We have so many things to catch up about.
Oh
I cannot wait.
You know, something feels off.
Something does feel off. Something's wrong. Fuck this.
Well, off in the wrong way. Like, Penny should feel off. She's a robot. But she's animated far much more human-like. It's strange.
Well, it's a different...
Like, she's animated like Nora. And Nora's very energetic and happy and excited.
This is the first time on this engine... in this...
No, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably it. This is the first time in this engine that we've seen her, Penny.
That was unexpected. Never a dull moment. But I wouldn't say I'm
Sean's like, well, it's good to know my girlfriend didn't actually kill anyone.
Why would you say that?
And this is where they get ambushed by...
Whoa, what?
Alright, this is cool.
Are they gonna get hit by a car? Oh.
Really,
Wow.
Crow?
The
Crow
saviors
just
of
looked straight up the wrong way.
The saviors of the world, everybody.
Hey, pal. I'm a licensed huntsman. Just help save everyone?
This voice actor for Crow is not very good.
Hey, he's doing his
He's
best.
alright. He doesn't have that guttural. Oh, so they're taking everything.
Let's get them loaded into the next transport.
Please.
What?
We were just trying to.
Why is there like heroic music?
Why doesn't Penny just come and blow them the fuck up?
It's Atlas.
Ace Ops?
Doctor, good to see you. Unauthorized landing, followed by an unauthorized use of weapons by non-licensed.
That's kind of true, actually. That's kind of fair.
Maria's just like, oh, turn around, peace out.
Let's move out.
What, they just leave him there?
They just... Yeah, they really
alright.
did.
I thought they all just left him on the ground for a moment there.
Much closer to what I was expecting.
I don't know... Yeah, like... Oh, is that it? That the episode?
New opening.
That's
Ooh,
like...
New opening.
That's like the end of, or not the end, but that was like the Last Jedi.
Wait,
when it was like, oh, somebody illegally parked on the beach. Let's send like all the stormtroopers after them.
All right.
And illegal use of weapons. They could be terrorists.
First things first. I like. I'm liking this opening. This is actually pretty cool.
Oh, they're changing clothes midway through. Like, watch. And
All the outfits.
That's neat.
But I was gonna say, I
Iron
just
Dad.
realized we have an opportune moment here, guys,
Whoa,
to
that was a new
capitalize
team.
on.
This is a
Oscar
new
Pine.
team. That's cool.
Oscar Pine is currently the P in Juniper, but we can replace the
Watts.
P with Penny. I am all for that.
Oh, she's so cute.
She is so cute.
She's so cute. Oh,
It's almost
my heart.
like a fan designed her.
Is that a fan design of her? Then?
That is
And
a,
they've
that
just
is a
used it?
design from Dishwasher,
see.
I'm pretty sure.
Wait, was that literally just Nora's weapon? Okay.
What? Fighting Ironwood?
There's that sewer that you guys are loving.
Did that flash to Jock for a second?
Probably.
Yeah, it went from Ironwood
Oh, hey,
to Jock.
Tyrion's back, I guess. Cool.
Wait, is that Winter in like a dark outfit?
I think so.
Oh, I love this bad apple vibe they got going there.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a cool shot. That's wallpaper material.
Oh, hey! One of the relics.
Hey, creation
Yeah, they
relic.
flashed that a little sec.
Alright.
Is that it?
Man, does the concept art look pretty
All right,
rad.
that's it for the. Okay.
I need to go back and watch everything with Penny.
Okay, so I actually starting with Penny because like that's what's really on my mind right now.
We'll get to the good, and then we'll get to the bad.
Well, here's the thing: like Penny is a mix of good and bad for me. Good. They brought Penny back. I love Penny. Penny is adorable and cute and perky and she.
I can't wait for Torchwick to come back.
Yeah, her actress has not missed a step. So like that was all great. The references, her bubbly attitude, all great. Downsides to this, I think her introduction was a little lacking impact. Like they this is what I hate when you make a big reveal in Resurrection is that you emphasize a meme of the character as opposed to letting the character truly have a dramatic return. And what do I mean by this? They drew out the salutations for Penny.
Sal?
And this might seem like a small thing, but it's along the lines of in Volume 2 when they had the food fight. And they had Nora screaming, "I'm Queen of the Castle! I'm Queen of the Castle!" It's like you're what's the term? You're Flanderizing the character.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that's cute. I don't know. I understand what you're saying.
I think a simple salutations would have been better.
I understand what you're saying. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut people off. I mean, they've clearly had to have her in the first episode so that people aren't spoiled when they watch the opening, because she's in the opening. That's a pretty big hint that she's coming back. I would have done it like this. Atlas have railed out this new death robot, and it looks like a giant mech. And then it looks at Ruby for 1 second, then it goes, "Ruby!" and salutations, and then out pops Penny from the back of it. That would be the best.
Okay.
That's how I would have done it. Like, because it would be like Darth Vadering a character.
I have a lot to say about this. Like,
Okay.
I love Penny. I was really upset. You know me, I cry at everything. And yes, I lost it when Penny was, shut up, fat man, when she died, okay? And it was emotional. And for me, and this is going to be like weird because I'm a positive one or whatever, for me, that was a moment when like the show asked us to take it more seriously. Okay, the fact that they brought her back after they confirmed her to be gone, I'm very confused. I don't know. I'm upset. It's like it feels like a lie that I don't like very much. And again, she's back. She's awesome. Salutations things too. Like that's her thing. But there's something off about her. I know you weren't talking about that, Ninja, but something off about her because. The father said she sort of did die. What did he mean?
Oh, I didn't mean in like a writing sense. I meant more the way that she's animated, because that's the stuff that I notice about me. She's animated much more like she's a person now, rather than a cyborg, or even like a full-blown robot. She wasn't a cyborg. She was like an actual machine. I'll have to go back and check. But something, she just looks like a girl with ADD now. You know, she doesn't feel or move like a robot. Or even, like, maybe I'm being too harsh. I probably am.
I mean, I get it. I was just wondering if you meant that.
But something just seemed off. It's like, wait, that's Penny? Or is that just the girl that Penny was based on because she just walks and talks like Nora?
And that's what I expected. I expected, you know, like everybody else was expecting, Penny 2.0. But they're trying to say that this is her.
Well, no, this is Penny 2.0, quite clearly. But I thought that was pretty clear.
What was explained in that little bit was that her memory core, or whatever...
We were able to recover her core from Amity Arena once it had made its way back to Atlas.
Yeah.
This is what I had in mind in Fixing RWBY Volume 3, when I established very clearly that her hard drive was damaged, but it was possibly recoverable. And I guess, spoilers now, this is what I was planning on doing, was having Penny somewhat recover, though I have slightly different plans to this.
Okay, so you say slightly recover, but not completely recovered, or what?
Okay.
Not completely, and that's the thing that's really bothering me, is that this seems like a completely clean slate for Penny. This is not a clean slate, it's the opposite of a clean slate. She is factory 100% original Penny, just with a new body. It's like...
It's just Uno reverse, right?
Well, that's how it works. Like, if you back up software, it's not like the software develops while it was dead.
But what happened to the whole soul thing?
First synthetic person capable of generating an aura.
Shut up, Fatman.
I mean, she didn't have a soul. She never did.
Fatman,
she doesn't.
I'm serious. They said that
I don't think Penny has a soul.
She has aura.
She was the first... Yeah, so you need to have a soul to have aura, or whatever, that she can... I can't remember the line word by word, but basically that she had a soul.
If they're able... maybe they'll go into detail. I don't think they will. I may take back what I said about her animation, because there was a cute little moment where, honestly, it's more her voice acting. The voice actor has not missed a step at all. She is just as great as she was before. Where she's grabbing RWBY, and she says, I have so much to talk to you about.
I cannot wait. It seems we will have to wait.
Without missing a beat, just...
Yeah.
And that was quite a pure moment that felt nice in the body. But again, that's more the voice acting selling it, rather than the animation selling it. So
yeah, Penny...
I don't know, something feels more organic about this Penny. And I don't think that's what they intended.
I mean, it has still been a few months since she's probably been built, so she's probably has a little more life experience now. And she did kind of die, which I want to bring this up. This is a real killer for the show.
Is it?
Because that was one of their hard rules. One of their hardest rules was no resurrection.
I know people who can come back from the dead.
And I was willing to let it slide with the whole Ozma thing, because that was sort of...
Wait, what?
What?
What are you talking about?
One of their rules...
What are you saying?
One of their rules, as they said, if I recall correctly, was that when characters die, they're dead. I was willing to let it slide with the whole Ozma and Salem thing, because that's literally like lore of the world's creation... Like God level shit.
I suppose it's the DC version where it's like, oh, we didn't resurrect him, we just brought in his alternate universe brother, who looks and sounds exactly like him.
But like,
that's what it feels like. It feels like a little bit of a cop out, if that's the case.
It does. But the problem is, this is her.
Why do you think that?
Why do I think what?
I never. I mean, I'm just sort of trying to logic-ize Raymond's conversation here, but I never thought that no resurrection was a big part of
They said
RWBY.
that Penny is dead. They did not back up her brain. This is literally multiple questions asked at Q&A panels over the years about Penny.
Raymond. My God, Raymond, are you saying that RWBY contradicts and retcons itself? Well, as long as I have air in my lungs.
No, but what I'm saying is one of the hardest rules that they had for themselves that I was barely willing to suspend myself for in the last volume has now been completely and utterly shattered. Because now they have no reason not to bring Pyrrha back. They have no reason not to bring Torchwick back.
Right. It's like not serious. It's not...
Outside of not having a good reason to.
But that's the thing. I mean, this doesn't feel... They're bringing Penny back doesn't feel organic to me from the rules that they have set up for themselves.
Mechanical.
Again, that's RWBY. That's RWBY for you. But what I'm saying is, this feels less like a decision like, hey guys, wouldn't it be cool if we brought Penny back? And more of a, hey, you know, we're kind of bleeding some viewership. It'd be nice if we brought Penny back to kind of bring in the fans we lost. It feels like a kind of a grab to me. It doesn't feel very genuine.
I'm not a writer at all, but I can think of a more interesting situation where Penny's father kind of not blames RWBY, perhaps, but it's like, oh, you guys knew my daughter when she was alive, or something like that.
I was hoping like it'd be something more touching, like
yes, exactly, something more touching.
I think
for what the fandom weeped over this character. The way they brought her back was just too hard, too fast, and too... okay, we'll get over it.
It was like literally you watched one of your best friends die, and then a year later, you find out she's alive! And the reaction shouldn't be just, oh, that's neat.
Well, I guess because it makes somewhat... Okay, it makes sense within the universe of RWBY. Ignore the writers and what they said before. It's just taking RWBY and its episodes as credit. It makes sense that they could back up a robot.
Yeah, well, yes. Yeah, no, we get that. It's just, like, I was hoping that, like, instead of Penny coming back, I was hoping they would go the route of having Pietro there and, like, him asking questions about Penny's time at Beacon. So we could get sort of like a dual parallel where we could actually fill in some of the gaps we have from volumes 1 through 3.
Or even...
I get what you're saying, Raymond, but that's like, let's just work with what we have right now.
I know.
I mean, I would have been happier with like a Darth Vader-esque thing where, yeah, Penny's back. She doesn't know RWBY.
I was hoping for that too.
Know them at all.
Like, if you go that route, do that too.
That will make a lot more sense. You know?
We had to back up the hard drive, but we didn't have a copy.
The motherboard told me a lot about you. You know, something like that. Like...
Something. Oh yeah, how about like we see all these robots walking around Beacon, right? Oh, not Beacon. God damn it. What's this place? Atlas.
This is Mantle.
We're in Atlas now. Yeah. What if like all of the AI is literally just Penny? Penny is the AI they use for all those robot people.
What?
And like they are ordered to arrest them on site, and then the robots are like, wait, that's RWBY, and then 50 robots just charge at RWBY.
That would have been.
I guess if I had to ask one question, the main question, which I'm having a hard time articulating because I did have a lot of emotions invested in this character, right? So my question would be, what happened to the whole aura thing and the soul thing, and why are we seeing it again? That's all. You could take that as you want, but that's my question.
Okay, can I talk about the racist elephant in the room?
Okay.
Well, racist against the elephant in the room.
Yeah, racism against the elephant.
Racist against the elephant fauna.
Are you calling me fat?
It took 5 minutes for them to roll out the most overplayed, drunkard, racist stereotype. It's like, of course, and then like they do it no credit.
Stupid faunists like you.
I'm impressed by their subtlety and restraint.
Yeah, there was such a lack of restraint and understanding about how most of these situations go down. Like, it felt like I don't expect a Saturday morning cartoon to nail racism on its head. But if RWBY's gonna try, then it might as well at least do it properly. Like, a lot of these, it's not just a caricature of a drunkard guy walking out saying, black people, am I right? You guys, we tried to help you or not. It's oftentimes a much more complicated and complex situation, and they are not justified, but they think they're justified, and it's man, did it feel lazy.
Okay, a cool tip for writers out there. Easy way to demonstrate racism without going over the top. This is a good rule of thumb to keep in mind. Racism typically is more often than not indifference to suffering.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
all it really is. Basically the idea is if you have let's take real world politics. You have let's take the most stock standard idea of racism we have today. You have a white guy racist against a black guy. It's less often that the white guy is going to attack or verbally assault the black guy. It's more often that you're going to see the situation where the black guy is injured and on the ground, like cradling a wound, and the white guy will take a glance and then walk away. That is more often than not the kind of racism you will see. It is indifference to another suffering based purely on superficial means. That's the best way. That's the most nuanced way to take it, because that's a way that anyone can get by with. Because in a crowded city, for example, you can get by ignoring someone's suffering. We do it all the time. People do it walking on the streets.
And that's what it's always been in RWBY. Like, that's been it since season 1. You know, you got Cardin beaten on Velvet, and everybody's like, look at that guy.
Well,
yeah,
look at what a bully he is.
Yeah, they just see him as a bully being an ass.
And meanwhile, she's like, help me, this really hurts. Stop.
Ow, that hurts. Please stop.
To be fair, having Cardin directly bullying Afanis seems like very blatant racism to me. But you're right that he did share it with John.
Well, no, because he bullied John as well. He's just a racist bully on top of being a bully.
I don't consider Jean human either, so...
Bastard.
Well, I mean, but you got all these, guardians of peace over here, like, hey, look at that.
It must be hard to be a Faunus.
That would sure suck if that was happening to me.
Yeah.
Good thing it's happening to someone who's not me. You got all that's been the racism in the show for so long. So you got Adam over here, and he's like, I'm gonna deliver justice to these humans, and Blake's like, no, you're not. I'm gonna kill you.
Who do we want to chalk that line up to? That whole racist spiel. So we got Miles, Carrie, Kiersey, and Eddie, who I now realize all but Miles have an E at the end of their name. But
I feel it's all connected. I feel
Carrie doesn't. I guess you mean the E sound.
I mean, they're obviously trying to hit the liberal. I mean, I say it like it's a demographic, but it feels like it is. It's like it's trying to make a statement. It's like, guys, racism is f***ed, and the fact that we still have to talk about it in 2019, it sucks, and it's terrible, some of the things that your guys' president does in the USA. But to be so on the nose and cliche, it makes me feel like I'm just watching like an old... No, I'd say... I was about to say I'm watching like an old 90s show, but Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was awesome.
Oh yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was amazing. I love that show. Film.
From my point of view, from that,
but like the way that they,
my point of view,
the way that they talked about race and stuff like that, this felt like a character. This feels like a caricature that would be mocked on the Boondocks. Like the Boondocks would make fun of this kind of racist character. Just how unequivocally like bland, boring, and tasteless they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
My point of view on that whole scene with the drunks, guys, is the first thing I saw, well, besides, I'm sorry, that the voice acting was not that great with the whole drunker thing.
Alice is the greatest kingdom in the world, all right?
Okay, whatever. But I saw, oh wow, another step forward for Weiss on her racism, defending
I saw that too.
That's basically what I think they were trying to say. I don't know.
Weiss was one of the better portrayals of racism, because she was a rich kid who didn't get why people were so upset at her.
Victim.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That's a great way of showing racism, because she was so rich and powerful that she didn't even know about a lot of the that goes on.
You see,
now she does, and now she corrects herself when she tries to.
What if they lowered this guy's pigmentation?
Oh, and they made him a black guy?
Like, it just occurred to me, if they made him a black guy and being a horrible racist, that would with so many people's heads.
I mean, I
know, but the thing is, in universe, it would still make sense.
It would make complete sense. It would still be a very cliched version of
it would be
a racist person. Because, spoiler alert, black people can be racist.
Yes. Everyone.
They can be racist against other black people as well. It's crazy.
Who's more racist, black people or white people? Black people. You know why? Because we hate black people too.
Everyone's a little bit racist. It's true. Avenue Q, look it up. It's good music.
Yes.
One of the few that I can stand.
I guess it's just the way he falls out of the alleyway like a villain who's gonna sell some 90s kids some drugs.
Hey kid, you want some racism? Opens his coat like, here. I got some dirty faunus. I got the you don't know any better. You're dumb. You have cat ears.
Is this what like Trump supporters look like to everyone else?
Not this.
This
guy looks like a hipster.
I think this is what Trump supporters look like in the eyes of Miles and Carey.
I don't know if I'm willing to go.
In my
Here's the thing, I don't want to go so far as to say that this is portraying any one demographic.
Yeah, I don't think this is portraying anyone in particular.
Now wait till we get the
it very much is. It's portraying a racist white guy who is an upperclassman.
Yeah,
the base for me is unless like we start seeing like a populist movement centered around Jacques. Then I might be saying you're onto something, but right now this seems like a one-off, generic.
Well, no, because that would be an accurate representation of the situation. Miles and Carey are following the caricatured, cliched version.
See, that wasn't a white guy that was privileged. He was losing work because of the embargo, and he was blaming it on everybody, not because he was rich or anything.
No.
You mean white Jacques or this guy?
The drunk dude.
Oh, the drunk dude?
Like, he was mad because of the embargo and that they're losing money because of it.
The embargo's got us in a rough patch, but it'll blow over. You'll see. But
not because he was rich or anything. They were working. That guy.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't have said that he was an upperclassman. No, that was assumptions. Because that's normally the common thing. I just feel like it's so on the nose and vague, and like not vague. It's the opposite of vague. Couldn't be more clear. It's like, did you know that white people, not even white people, just humans in general, hate the faunus here? Because, man, they sure got that on the nose.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't really know what my point is here. I just thought it was lame and boring. There's so many more... Lame. Perhaps they can do more interesting things. It's not like, that's it, we can move on now, because that's clearly going to be a theme for this season, is that we're in Texas.
There's a better example of racism in this episode. Like, when all the faunus are going back, are in the back of that truck being driven away, and they're all covered in soot and dust and looking miserable.
I was just about to ask, are you sure all of them were faunus, or were they just minors?
I don't think all of them were faunus.
I don't think they were all faunus. I think they were minors.
Well, it's not... I mean, unless there's a giant...
they're all wearing hats. It's like...
There were some dudes wearing hats, some people not. I mean, for me, it was very clear that they were highlighting the fact that it was faunus with soot on their faces being driven off somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they were highlighting, so it's like, yeah, the point here is that they're not treated well.
But
And honestly, if that was it, I would think that was a little on the nose, but okay, that's fine.
Actually, I don't think that's on the nose at all. I think that's a fair, because you see that's the sort of thing you just see and think nothing of in the moment.
That's true. I guess in this era of sci-fi cars, why did it look like they were being driven in a World War II prison camp van?
I mean, yeah.
Could you imagine how much energy it would take to make like a tow truck float?
Maybe that's true.
I think wheels still have their place in a world with sci-fi floating cars.
No, we use blocks exclusively.
Well, apparently not with Grandpa Spider Legs. Wheels are apparently old school compared to Grandpa Spider Legs wheelchair.
I was gonna say,
yeah. Well,
how did we not realize immediately that was Penny's dad with the wheelchair? Because
I did
that wheelchair. I'm looking at it. I'm like, that's.
I mean,
Penny.
the moment.
What do you? We knew that was Penny's.
It was pretty obvious. I mean,
noticed it right away, and then it sealed it with the whale in the background.
Yeah, the moment they said, "Oh yeah, this is like," I forget his name exactly, but it was a clear reference to Pinocchio.
You can call me Pietro.
Yeah. No. What I'm saying is like we saw the chair, and then we got all the other hints, like the whale.
I mean, speak for yourself. That was pretty obvious for me. I don't know what you're on about.
Look, it has been a while since I've seen the thing from Volume 3 that would have actually tipped me off to this. It did not occur to me, and then I'm like, okay, admittedly, I'm maybe just a little bit slower than everyone else. How's that? Fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Fair. I'm stupid.
I mean, I was starting to pick up hints from the color scheme of the chair. It's the same color scheme as Penny, except minus the ginger.
Yeah. Well, he has the bow for that.
It's like the same kind of greens and whites. But yeah, the moment they said his name, and then you pan to that shot with the whale in the background, it's like, okay, my lord, this is the most obvious, Hey guys, did you know that Ozpin is a reference to the Wizard of Oz?
It's like, hey, I know, guys. I know how we can beat Atlas. We can use whales.
Okay.
I know the reference now.
Whales.
I don't think there's much to say. Okay, the only thing I've got to say about the fight scene is that stupid moment. And it is dumb. It looked dumb. Where Blake shoots the thing that Yang was about to punch, and then she has like this most pathetic "Yes, I did it" nod.
Did it. It's like all right.
Goddamn, Clementine holds a gun better than you do.
Yeah. Here's the thing that really sucks is that like, all right, we've been shown that military robots with assault rifles can't kill these things. But this one bitch with a handgun can one-shot these things.
Pretty strong handgun.
They were pretty weak. They were super weak.
What is the power scaling?
Raymond, if they had shown that these robots can be taken over, I wouldn't give them my best guns either.
So you give them airsoft guns as a consequence.
I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. It's kind of like airport security. Like, airport security is absolutely very unequipped to deal with a terrorist situation, but it's more to make people feel safe rather than to actually do anything important.
As someone who worked at an airport, let me tell you, the police at the airport are terrifying.
Oh yeah, because it's all a show. Like, they're not actually... Okay, if there was an actual bomb threat in the airport... Like, I think it was an episode of Adam Ruins Everything about airport security I need to rewatch. Okay, the humans, or at least there's a feel of rebellion in the air with this cyberpunk city. You got kids throwing rocks at these drones that go and take pictures of people. I don't know if they've explained why they need drones flying around taking pictures of people yet.
Because there's rebellious sentiment brewing.
I mean, maybe it's because they let every single ship past airport security, apparently. They just flew right in.
They ran the border with nothing.
Where did they park the ship?
I told you, valet.
That's the least of my concerns.
On the same beach at the casino planet, like in Last Jedi.
So they ran the border. Is that? I mean, you wouldn't need drones flying around trying to spy on people if you had decent security.
Yeah. It's like, how many warnings does the ship captain, you know, the fleet admiral,
the air operation controller,
yeah, like how many warnings did she give? Wouldn't it be like, hey, we weren't expecting you, dock now or we'll blow you up? And then as soon as they didn't dock, it would have been like, pew, boom.
So I do think that this, obviously you've got basic political shit, but I do feel like this season's going to be much more political, both in theme and in story, because we've seen a lot of these posters going up of this woman with white hair. My assumption is that she was kind of like the Batman of this city, sort of sticking it both to the authority and crime. But I feel like they're maybe turning it more into some kind of punk political movement. It's like, I'm gonna, change the way things are run around here. You got this show your teeth graffiti that's been on there. I don't know if that's a Faunus thing or not.
Yeah, is that pro Faunus graffiti or anti Faunus graffiti?
I think that's pro Faunus. Looks cool.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, they wouldn't dare portray the racists as looking cool.
So the picture is saying "Protect Mantle," and it has this picture of this white-haired woman. And I say white-haired woman like it's not winter, because it's, for some reason, all the women have white hair here.
Yeah, Protect Mantle.
Does that not look like a Genlock character?
That looks exactly like a Genlock character.
I like how one poster covers up the other and it just says "Protect Man."
Protect Man.
Protect Man. Is that how subtle they are?
No, protect man.
Hey guys, they want to protect Mantle, but it's just the sexist patriarchy protecting man. That's how subtle they are.
Yeah.
But let's see.
There are a bunch of cute little things as well. Like in Jericho's shop, there's a sign that says "Day since last nonsense."
Nonsense. Do you think that's the cool. Winter Maiden? Do you think that like the Winter Maiden has gone rogue and become like a symbol of the people?
That sounds plausible. Perhaps. That sounds very plausible.
I would like that.
I do like the way the city looks, especially from the sky, like coming in the the art of it all?
Oh yeah, the environmental design. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's really clean for like the slums. I don't know if this is supposed to be the slums.
Well, it's as clean as we're currently in downtown London right now. Not uptown London, so it's kind of clean, but it's not really.
I don't know if you guys saw like when the dude was giving them what was going on with the ship. Like, oh, we heard that something was going on with the ship, and we were looking for them. And then Maria totally just like turned around, and went and just took off.
Yeah, no,
we don't know where she went. She's gone.
She just yeeted.
She was like,
"Is she in the intro?"
Oh yeah, like all of those dudes are in the intros. Like that's a new team of lovable characters we'll get to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that on like half speed.
Maria is not in the intro. At the end, anyway.
Yeah, I'm watching through it. So
I just caught something. Penny says that she is the official protector of the city.
Now I'm the official protector of the city.
Penny is the first line of defense, apparently. So I guess I was right. There is a Batman. It's just Penny.
She's more like I don't know. She's not quite a Batman. She's government operating, so it sounds more like an Iron Man. More like an Iron Man.
She's like also, they were like one-shotting those stupid Grimm, and then she shows up to save them. It's like, thanks, but they didn't need help.
If it's
like there were like 6 of them, and they were going down with 1 shot each. It's like, thanks, Penny, but you were kind of pointless there.
If it's one thing that I'm noticing, when there's big group shots, this is just an animator nitpick. When there's big group shots and one character is talking, the rest of them just kind of stand motionless.
Yeah. That's par for the course. Interesting.
There was a lot of that in like the earlier volumes.
Unrelated, but I'm looking at the Atlas Aces in the opening, and I just noticed that one of them is a Faunus.
See, everything's equal, guys.
Well, maybe my theory is correct in that there is one higher class Faunus that just doesn't seem what the big deal is. It's like, yeah, this society sucks, but I've used it to my advantage and gotten rich.
Possibly. He also looks like he has a cool new weapon, but it could be a stupid new weapon. I can't really tell. It's obscured. I think that's interesting. Maybe he's just an ass. We don't know. We don't know these characters.
He has the same kind of weapon that, what's her name? The gecko chick. Kali?
Ilya.
No, that's the mom.
Don't you dare get flat as a board Ilya confused with Kali.
Alright. I won't do that.
Gecko chick?
He has the same kind of weapon as the chameleon lady.
Ilya.
It looks like Watts is going to hack something involving the new characters. You have Ironwood, you have...
Well, why is Ironwood trying to punch Oscar?
That's what I was wondering. We're going to have a fight between Ironwood and Oscar?
Does Ironwood know about the whole, hey, this evil can literally... I mean, remember when Crow beat out of Oscar last season, right?
Yeah, but isn't wait, no, Ozpin's back. Yeah.
And then Ozpin reverted back into him like a little...
So, okay, is this person who is fighting Tyrion with Crow, is that Winter, or is that the girl from the posters?
I think that's the girl from the posters.
Maybe.
With that bird-looking thing in her hand.
I mean, we're just speculating at this point.
Also, I'm surprised you guys are not, like... super happy about the fact that the show acknowledged you guys, where they say there's a lot of room in the tundra.
I
the one and only nod.
No, they didn't just do that. Yeah, they gave us not only validation but promotional material. Come on in, guys. There's lots of room in the tundra.
Yeah.
Come on. I was dying. You guys didn't. I didn't even know.
It's literally an ad for us.
I definitely noticed.
You don't like it here? There's plenty of space out in the tundra.
It's like, hey, tundra.
It's like, if you don't like it here in RWBY, you can go to the tundra. Okay.
Tundra.
I mean, that's the most accurate statement. If you don't like RWBY, go to the tundra.
For $1 or more to any one of our Patreons.
Not yet. We got questions.
I'm looking at the exit stuff. I'm looking at the intro. We've got these new people showing up. They remind me very much of the Vindicators from Rick and Morty.
Oh.
Maybe it's just the first guy.
There's Crow's new outfit. I didn't see that there.
Yeah, he's got like a pinstripe vest and like suspenders and
dark clothes, mostly dark stuff. Now he has like short.
Something that I've noticed, the visual effects, like the actual particle effects and shaders they've been using, they've been stepped up. There are some nice looking effects.
They're 2D animated now, by the looks of things, or at least they have a really good tune.
Some of them are, some of them are not. I can tell the difference between some of them.
I'm not seeing the Grey Lady in this group shot at the end, so I'm wondering who she is.
So it's a 5-person team, 1 Faunus. I'm looking at the page. Did anyone else get like a Cowboy Bebop vibe of the not so Cowboy Bebop, but it reminds me of very season 1 where they all had their spaces. Like remember when they first did their character reveal trailers for Team RWBY and they had the RWBY thing?
Yeah, no,
that's what this reminds
totally
me
what
of.
they were going for.
Yeah. Let's see, you've got not Star-Lord. That's what I'm going to call that guy. You have Baldy, smart guy. The one with the trident looks pretty cool. Her pose is pretty badass. Very generic superhero pose for the bionic chick, and then you just have a furry with a gun.
Yep.
Then a few frames later, we have... God, I can't wait for Weiss's brother to be the most racist person in the world, and it's going to be super
No, watch
lame.
him be like the most ambivalent and not ambivalent. Is it ambivalence?
Probably.
Benefactor?
Benevolent?
Watch him be like the most benevolent.
Benevolent.
Watch him be the most benevolent character in the show. Like he sneaks out at night to give money to the poor. He helps. Like
he's the Batman.
He was there to help
he's
this pregnant honest woman give birth to her pups and like helps take care of them while her husband's at work.
That would have been a good subversion. It's like, yeah, I can... You know what would make that character awesome? Is he does all of that stuff and he gives the reason, yeah, I see where the wind's going. The old way is ending. I'm just getting on the train so I can be powerful.
And like the reason he's so
version.
cold to his sisters is that he sees them as still racist himself. Like he sees
he's
that,
literally using them or using the charity to them as his own gains. That would be an amazing villain.
Okay, 1521. Who's the guy who's in there with them? There's like a ninth guy.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is. I didn't even. He's in the shadows.
He has sort of a what's his face?
Is he wearing a mask?
No. He has a beard. That's a beard. It looks like a. I don't. There's not a lot of characters with beards.
Man, I didn't even notice him. Nice.
Yeah,
nice
that's
catch.
actually good detailing. If that guy becomes relevant, like that's a really nice.
Oh
way
yeah,
of doing
dude.
that.
Like I would be so upset. You know what? Yeah. Okay. So here's how this would have played out. We would have not noticed him, and then he'd show up next episode. It's like, wait, where was this guy last episode? And it's like, oh wait, no, they've actually put some detail in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is there. We just didn't really pay much attention to him because of the lighting.
It's almost like you need to.
They're learning, guys.
It's almost like you need to set things up before you deliver. Penny. Sorry.
Yeah, Penny kind of fell a little out of nowhere, I suppose. But again, I feel like they really had to get her in so that they weren't spoiling her.
They
being
could have
in the
cut
intro.
her. Like again, this is like this bothers me. I like it when people manipulate the openings. So like you can literally just replace her with anyone. Her scene is like 4 frames. So like
my favorite. Like, it reminds me of, they should do it like JoJo. Like, JoJo has a lot of spoilers in its opening, my god. But a lot of them are quite cleverly hidden, and when those spoilers are revealed, the intro will change to match, like, the villain around with the intros, and it's pretty great.
Madoka Magica, its entire opening is a plot twist.
Yeah. When is JoJo going to be reacted to, part 5?
Right.
I don't watch JoJo.
I'm trying to get these boys to do it.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen it, which is why it's the perfect thing to react to.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
But listen, Ron.
Oh, God.
In the Chandra, we have Cambria who wants to know, do you think each of the Aesop members will be inspired by an actual Aesop fairy tale, or do you think the name not matter?
Aesop, is that the
That's the
team?
elite
I thought it
team.
was Ace, but if it's Aesop, then possibly. I don't know Aesop tales. Let me look him up.
Like Ace Operations, like Aesop.
Yeah.
I know a few Aesop characters.
Was Tortoise in the Hare in Aesop?
Let me see.
Let me Google Aesop stories and let's see if we can get a few of these, because that sounds like a fun game. And then, I don't know, I guess we'll wrap up
no, we're not going to
to
be able to find. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Aesop tales. I mean, you have the boy who cried wolf with the furry guy.
Oh, really?
The Tortoise in the Hare is part of it, so...
Oh, yeah, Aesops are... No, isn't the premise of an Aesop just a short story with a moral attached to it?
Yeah, and there's a lot to pull from.
Like the lion and the mouse, you know, where the mouse takes the pin out of the lion. The scorpion and the frog, where the frog swims across the lake only to be stung by the scorpion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Usually animal.
Oh, okay. That lady that was fighting with Crow might be the frog.
Maybe.
That would make sense because they have a scorpion.
I think it'd be pretty cool to see that Faunus' code name is like the Big Bad Wolf. That'd be pretty funny.
That'd be
funny. So Gabrielle, who do you think the blonde woman is? So we're thinking either a maiden or the frog.
Maiden of the frogs.
About Penny's return. Overall, what do you think about Penny's return? Like, just overall.
I should just mute myself and like go on like a 20-minute rant about.
Go ahead.
Oh my god. Go. Wait, they're going to jail right now, right?
You haven't said much, actually, Fatman. Actually, please.
Yeah, I've been like,
yeah, please.
You guys have been all positive about Penny's return, and I'm just like, do I even know you people?
Positive? I mean, I was not positive.
Wait, Fat Man. I'm sitting here saying that, like, I am just happy because she brings a breath of life to the show, because Penny's actress and
ironic,
she brings a breath of life to the show.
But there's so many reasons she shouldn't be here.
That robot who got broken 3 years ago and caused the downfall of all of civilization. Oh, Mistral's been in chaos ever since that day. Oh no, she's fine, actually.
I went on an entire tirade why I don't think she should logically be here for a number of reasons, including meta reasons.
Did you not hear this?
I didn't even understand what you were on about, because Raven said, I know people who have come back from the dead.
It's the death knell for any kind of meta, like meta speak that the writers talk about. We can, the trust between the...
Oh, you're talking about like meta rules that they should be following?
It's like the meta rules that they established for us as the audience when they said, no, Penny is 100% dead. She's not coming back. They've said that multiple times, and I am pissed.
Have they?
Yes!
I remember them saying that about Adam and Pura.
No, they said it about Penny.
I mean, they can change their mind.
They can change their mind, but you gotta be careful with it.
They also said Aura was passive,
Yeah, my big point was, wait, are you telling me that RWBY retcons itself?
Yeah, I don't remember them ever saying that about Penny. I could be wrong.
Man, I'm slightly confused on your point.
Fans, please, in the comments below,
yeah,
am I delusional, or did Miles and Carrie say that Penny was 100% dead and never coming back?
Probably not. I'm saying, does it matter?
It was confirmed.
I don't think it matters, because I went into RWBY knowing it retcons itself anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters anyway.
Retcon of
Fat Man, the problem was the chaos ensued by Penny was not because, a student murdered someone. The problem was that Atlas was sending robot students with soul magic or whatever, and were effectively lying / the trust between Atlas and Beacon had broken. That was the chaos, not the fact that Penny died.
I'm gonna tell you now, Britt, as someone who had to rewrite that entire sequence, me and Fat Man spent hours trying to figure out what happened in that scene.
Trying to figure out what the point of that was.
That entire scene was the messiest thing to fix, and ultimately my result was literally just confuse the audience that are watching it so badly they panic. Like that's where we had to go in order to fix that scene.
Yeah, because I can believe that she was like, "Oh, Atlas, they're making robots." But then it would have been undone by oh, they're making robots that are ineffective versus humans. And oh, the human killed someone, except it wasn't actually a person, it was a robot. It was a bunch of just undoing of the tension. I don't know. This is criticism of Volume 3, but it's still just to have Penny come back and also the things that they've just said in Volume 5. Ironwood. Who was the Ironwood of Volume 5? What was his name?
Leo Lionheart.
Lionheart. Yeah. Lionheart was like, oh, we've been in chaos ever since that poor girl got ripped apart. And it's just did you not notice that she was a robot? What?
Yeah, that's true. That's...
And Atlas,
I guess,
at any point could have gone out with Penny to be like, hi, I'm fine, everybody. They could have, flown around and made her, they could have helped, but they don't, which is, I guess, fine. Because, they're all, being, inclusive?
Oh, by the way, I was watching the intro a few times over. Yeah, that's totally the ringmate. It's either the maiden, the woman. I mean, she's either the Ice Maiden or she's a teacher at the Atlas school, because she seems to be friends with Crow in some way.
Yeah, she's
I'm willing to bet. I suspect that the reason Tyrion's there is to kill the Ice Maiden.
She has a cool weapon.
Although it took 3 of them in order to jump the other maiden, so I don't know what hope Tyrion has.
She has a cool weapon. It looks like it's a wrist-mounted crossbow with buzzsaws as the.
I'm getting a lot of Witcher vibes from her.
All right, but okay, Fat Man, you want to go on your rant? Go on your rant. Do your thing, man.
Penny is bad.
Hey, man, this is the first time a ginger has came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we should all rejoice for that. Maybe Roman's next, right?
Yes! Wait, no, but then would they bring Gray back to voice him?
No, they'll get the same guy that they used to voice Crow. He'll sound as close to Roman as he does to Crow.
No offense, Weiss. I'm not sure that's a good idea anymore.
This is honestly, this Penny coming back is bringing back like everything I hated about Volume 2 and 3. Like, I just think it's like a visceral reaction to the character itself.
Why do you hate Penny? What's wrong with you? Did you not see how adorable she was in that intro?
Because he has a black heart.
That's racist.
If they want, like,
yeah, against cardio myopathy.
against my
my God, she's. I think I understand. Of course, she was designed a little bit off of Fan, but I'm getting a lot of Raftalia vibes off of Penny.
Sure.
Dude, like we just offered we clearly offered Fat Man, the floor to go ahead and rant, and then we just like insult him. Just go ahead, Fat Man. Were you done? I don't think you were done.
I don't know where you've been, but for the past 3 years, my stance has been giving Fat Man time to speak an opinion, and then me explaining why it's bullshit.
I don't know. I wouldn't feel right if I wasn't being insulted. I'm insulted that Penny has like the best design by far. Like everyone else looks like ass, but Penny comes back looking great.
You do like it. Okay.
It's like if they went through all the trouble of getting the person who made this design, why didn't they have them do all the other designs too? Your design is so great, we want to hire you, but only for one character.
She reminds me a lot of Raftalia.
Yeah,
now.
I can see it. I can see it.
I was talking earlier with like the way that the bow kind of looks like kitty ears or whatever. I was like, is that cultural appropriation to Francis? Are furries, actual furries in this universe, like seen as blackface?
Well,
it's like, yeah, you're just trying to be a faunus.
Well, okay, here's the thing that I liked about Penny is that thematically you could tie her into any one of the 4 main characters. She has the outgoing personality of Yang. She has the social ostracism, or at least the internally perceived social ostracism of Blake, because she's a robot. Blake's a faunus. Kind of feels like a disconnect from normal society there, or from human society, I should say. She has the innocence and perk of RWBY, and she has the overbearing parental figures of Weiss. So you could kind of tie her into all the 4. I'm trying to look for it, but I was hoping that if they brought her back, her design would actually kind of reflect all 4 characters in some way. Like she would have little bits of each one. But I'm not quite seeing that. But it's fine. Like her design here is adorable. I just want to hug her. I want to hug her so badly.
Yeah, this is adorable, I must admit. Fat Man bad. That's the lesson of today.
Yeah.
Penny good, Fat Man bad.
That's always been the lesson. That's been the lesson of my channel for the last 5 years.
I gotta show you guys this artwork from Dishwasher from a year ago. Xylo in the Discord port posted it. Check it out. This is a year ago.
Yeah, that's Penny 2.
That's from a year ago.
Dishwater.
Yeah.
That's from a year ago. Dishwasher.
Dishwasher, yeah. That's
I see. Is that the updated Penny?
Yeah, that's a year ago.
I mean, it's kind of... Wait, is that the fan artist who redesigned it?
It might be.
No. He at that time he does that. He like all of he did
Dishwasher
the
did 2.0's everyone.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to see like...
Wait, that's a different fan artist?
Yeah, that's Dishwater. Sorry, Dishwasher, not Dishwater.
Dishwasher.
That's a friend of ours.
Dishwater.
There was a more.
No, Penny was redesigned by Dishwasher. All the other characters were redesigned by Dishwater.
I don't think I've got anything else left to say.
This was posted back in January. Let me show you. This was a different fan artist. Way closer.
That just looks like her Volume 1 outfit.
It looks a little different.
Yeah. So they land illegally. Like they come up upon like this huge blockade, and then they just land illegally. They go to,
and then they're like, "What gives? We're huntsmen."
They go to Geppetto's shop and they get the exposition.
My favorite theory that I've got right now is that the whole reason their hairstyles change is because they get prison cuts. They go to jail and they get their prison haircuts.
Oh my god! Weiss gets buzzed, and her entire hair is just a wig.
Isn't that what we said in our trailer react?
Yeah, that explains everything about her hair. It's literally just a wig.
Perfect.
I'm looking at all these Penny redesigns. By the way, I like this really cute one with her in a hoodie. I think that's actually really cute. I don't know about you guys. Wait, is that a onesie hoodie? I take back what I said.
Penny in a onesie hoodie. Hey, at least the onesie hoodie is better than Blake's onesie catsuit. That doesn't have a zipper on the front, so how'd she get into it? I still like the theory that she uses her semblance to get in and out of her clothes.
That's amazing.
Blake, she just kind of teleports. She hangs her clothes up, and then she just, like, shadow clones into them.
But wait, does that mean she has to get naked in order to use the bathroom?
Yeah, it does.
No, she has a sandbox. It's fine.
she just has, like, a pee tube. Like, her suit is just has... That's what those zippers on the thighs are for. She just unzips there and then pulls out the tube.
Right, I feel like we've gone a little bit off topic when it comes to hardcore critique of RWBY. Gentlemen, will we wrap up our thoughts
How does Blake pee in the suit is never off topic.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I hated that they went to the shop and just had, like, the verbal exposition.
Yeah,
like, it's like, ooh. Yeah, they gotta do that. It's super RWBY. To me, the best part of the episode was the 0 days since last nonsense sign.
That's pretty cool.
My ultimate thoughts on this mixed episode, there's a lot to like here in the visual design, and I love... My cold, dead heart loves having Penny back. My evil, cruel brain knows that bringing her back is a horrible mistake. Or at least the way they have done it is a horrible way of handling it.
I think bringing her back is, like, whatever, but the fact that they, like, killed her in the first place and people actually, like, gave a shit was the bad part.
Well, okay, but, like, it's, like, further corruption from that. It's, like, that, because of that, how they brought her back is worse.
I mean, Fat Man, yeah, it turned out that she was a robot, but this isn't cause and effect. Pyrrha would have murdered someone if, Penny was an actual human.
I kind of want to see that
So I can understand it just so happened that she was a robot. Pyrrha didn't. Nobody knew that.
Someone animate a version of the fight where Penny's human. That'd be amazing.
just chunks of meat fall into the ground.
The point being is that regardless of whether or not they were knowing of the moment, that student did accidentally murder someone.
But I have so many problems, because first of all, she was supposed to have aura, right? So she wouldn't have been cut up like that, because the aura would have protected her. Second of all, she's also a robot, so the magnet would have pushed her metal back the same way that it pushed the metal swords back. Like, nothing about that fight was good.
I mean, bold of you to assume that she's made of some kind of metal, or at least magnetic alloy.
No, not bold of me to assume, because they literally show that. They have an entire cutaway gag dedicated to how magnets stick to her.
Well, parts of her insides may be magnetized, but not her metal skin.
No, literally, there's a part where she's talking with RWBY, and it's like, oh yeah,
right,
I had an incident with a magnet, but luckily I covered it up.
They show how she wore a hat to hide a magnet that was stuck to her head.
Yeah, so if Pyrrha used magnets to go whoosh, Penny would have gone back the same way that her metal swords and her metal, like wires did.
All right, we're getting off topic. Overall, I thought this was if we're just looking at the construction of this episode, I like this episode, but it has a lot of silliness in it. I'm going to leave it at that. There's a lot of silly in this episode.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Like, the art design is pretty fucking great so far. We haven't gotten to the new designs yet, so I'll save that for another episode. The writing is far too silly for me to take any, pun on pun, semblance of it seriously.
I remember something I was going to point out, that during the racist scene and during the scene in the
Geppetto,
they had a weird sound tick.
You know us?
It was going from, like, this racist ramble and then, like, throwing the guy into the trash can. They had, like, this popping noise. Basically, they're going full anime on, like, how characters react to things. and it's like not good.
Okay, so my Audacity just closed because I've ran out of disk space.
Let's wrap it up.
Thank you all so much for watching. Remember that for $1 or more to mine or Fatman's Patreon, you can get access to the Team Frostbite Discord server.
Do you guys know that Raymond has a book?
Oh, yes.
He's never mentioned it.
I'm so used
He's
to actually
never
having it at the beginning
mentioned
of
it
things.
before in any video.
And don't forget to follow all of us on Twitter.
Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.